the essence of my praise is centered on your grace. Adum, Adum, Wadum. I've been through a lot, but grace sustained me. My test is now a testimony. So the essence of my praise is centered on your grace. Adum, Adum, Wadum. It was you, my lawyer in that courtroom. It was you, my soldier on that battlefield. So the essence of my praise is centered on your grace. Adum, Adum, Wadum. Hey, Adumo, Nyame, Adumo, Adum, Adum entina metiasi, eya Wadum tina miwoho. Lord, the essence of my praise is centered on your grace. Adum, Adum, Wadum. Hey, Adumo, Nyame, Adumo, Wadum. Eya Adum entina metiasi, eya Wadum tina miwoho. Lord, the essence of my praise is centered on your grace. Adum, Adum, Wadum. Who has changed my story? Who has given me a song? Turned my mourning into dancing. It is you and just your grace. You have changed my story. Protocol breaker, you made a way. You turned my mourning into dancing. It is you and just your grace. Could not have made it without you. Hey. Could not have sailed through without you. Your loving kindness, grace, and mercy brought me through. So the essence of my praise is centered on your grace. Adum, Adum, Adum. Could not have made it without you. Hey, could not have sailed through without you. Papa, your loving kindness and grace and mercy brought me through. So the essence of my praise is all centered on your grace. Adum, Adum, hey, Adum, Adum, hey, Adum, Adum entina metiasi, eya Wadum entina metiasi. Lord, the essence of my praise is centered on your grace. You have been my doctor on that sick bed. By your stripes, I am healed, I am free. So the essence of my praise is because of your grace.
Juicy for me, Mojo, and Mama the bar, me Mangani, Juma, Hope for Life Radio. Sabrina, or tree about pounds in my Edia 9 bar home, may teenage media, the Huncha make up him say, no do by pounds in my Edias. Ubetumi aframe OMORAW. And ye digan and home commotion a debia no sabri, but this idea may so in rainy say. To suffer when you are not being so friendly and a becca when you digan and home commo sabri. Now, tree a be an out in the course, so a be an one to sabri, and who be here so becca home. Now, ya tre ya dream at the fat. Near politicians no I can yenti mamufon so near yesu soon so and they be in commo at the afar one qualify say won't be jina a pray or man penny to me no ballot maybe a one a war a year one positions or ballot papers in the so near beside who say a one soon so a ho ana Samsung ye bedin komo adi afa eye Nigeria ne ekoso ensas now ye bedin komo adi afa ni ye bisa se opebri bia na eye ntubo ase dialogue and ase ye timi se ejapade oba amai no eye aban no leaders na ntimi anye smart ana say politicians ni bi na ehye echi na yehye kutupa o mampini dada ehye say eye Ghana abatu a yebekoso December say niema bi ankosie na ye result ebeba no onyin so o ka kire say so din kugu a onyin tum na se niema ankoye na wodi nkunima no de obegye atumu ana we ni mo ne akeka ho ayebedi ho nkomo sabre hope for life ye live o Facebook sanso na ko YouTube abenya ye o ko social media platform bia ya gibe bia esanse nyanse ni bakofo etirimunti yen adom bi any privilege bi ne nya anmre yati studio aye di nkomo ye enti betimi afre number ye di so iso pese wo kire wa adwen a 703-445-5220 703-590-1692 my team will be 703-445-5220 703-565-2360 Samsung bit me afre or Skype number 703-565-2360 and then me penny for any omobedi edumedi enumre eye nana ya boatin ene ye be journey free Canada Samsung na DJ Mike ebeka ye ho ne yadwen ho Kwame Asante so ebeba beka ye ho ama ye di edumedi na me fa kwenye so edichi adofo nyina ne titru ne eye tutu ene George baby amowo enwre bia ye chiamo sabre anka to ede ne die no aba na wie ye nana ya me ma akwa aba Nyami adum na wonso e adum ni ahwe ne mompaibo enti bibia ekoso kama Ontario there kana nana ya mame ma kwenye na 1 minute na fa echia wadofo na etiefu na yemfiri dwumedie na se
OMORAW medase nidi kan meden chia bema ana se meda otwede amponyankopon ase se wa ya dum na oboy ho ban na ochi yakọ enuma so odi akwasa de aba dantiati carbon bia na me fi won na me de enchiazo ma me chrome 4 eye Kufuridi Ashodai New Job in South constituency chairman so utimia Michael Ochrebefi agenda 70,000 votes nyame adom It's on course. Bibia course so kama. If you want to the chance so Emma Kufuida phone United States of America and Canada. Brinchama Bibia. Nafe OMORAW uni form share adwuma nso me de na ase ama mo se maton safre me se me ka dwuma de ne enche adwena yentimi enchichire oman no nkudu pempen so a uni akopɔ na kasa pese yen kokudu ti me da se eni akonya ya ode ama me
etie for nanaya na motening ka free Canada nanaya na otwetwe mu na yedin komo de afa presidential aspirants yin say na nipa 17 and I want a form say nanka won be pre omampeni Jano electoral commission etutu mu no won nyanse mu no won disqualify candidate in the 5 to say ababa 12 who is saying and then I walk out from home. Nane out to make hello, Nane.
yeah OMORAW na me mente bibia biom
on TBB.
hello
Yeah, out to make and I'm in fro.
yeah but things yeah
Yeah. Yeah.
hello
Yeah, out to make a metonka.
hello
Yeah, me metonka out to make Nane on Chenka DJ Mike me ma kwaba.
yeah okay
Na me ka afa na watwe send the yedin komo e de
yeah
fire.
me chonka
Okay. Now watwe send na ni yedin komo e de fire 17 aspirants a nanka won pese won pray omampeni dibia no electoral commission yansemo no e de aba betu dwa se 17 no yate so about 12 yate so about 12 dear na walk and found one yaw okay DJ Mike Makwaba.
yeah OMORAW me da se DJ Mike me chow and Ray Nidikan, I think it's the last week. Yenina yajitu muse number no de. Hello?
Yeah, also yet you. Kasa yetonka. Nana kasa yetonka.
Okay. Yeah, see yenina yajitu muse number no yenina yajitu muse number no was ne dos no do. There was it me a son so na ye be free. Enti say yabe pie edumienu I think say ni nyina ye Nema I was say electoral commission etimi ye na etimi ebuama the number no etimi by form. Na nia a little bit make us me person me name ka ho asem very much near Nema na surrounded the picking of the position. You know. In the course of the week, na me monitor my source also from Joy Online. So we share a NDC posture. When they call, the selecting process now. I think say you do baby I was saying maybe one of my yes sir na sebio ye a dream trimopobia I bought to kind of intimidate the system. Sana mekano.
Okay.
Intimidating the system, and I think say I was say yitimina yeshana yekana ye. So we share Minya Berima Deputy General Secretary Peter Otukono. The posture now the war anything electoral commission but yet there is a comment about it. Na na extreme drink kakra na say utimi hu se na eye ono nko ana na oyɛ sɛ do baby na adane serie.
Okay.
The other reason is that after picking everything, he was accusing the electoral commission of the sitting government to pick a number, a supposed number. But on number 2, they say it's the second coming of John Mahama. And was that also rigged for them? That is a question I'm you bring maybe, sir.
Okay. Twaso.
And that was what they were looking for. It's usually, in any case, where is the logic behind his actions or postures before picking, and then also at the end, you were satisfied with what you got. Near Tosumienu, a person may be saying you may say, aso Ghana ye the GDA tie say number B eboa obi emane di nkunumu abato mu ana. Na otwi mu eye Christopher bebre aba mpanifo aba abekire mu na adodankwa number 1 a oyiye anase MPP amanyoko number 1 a oyiye no ekire se niema a oye no Ghana fo afo so enti on wadi kan wo bibia mu to the point say General Secretary of the MPP John Boadu Kasa after the balloting or say this is a victory for MPP and the Ghana as a whole, particularly say what the kind of economic or the economy name what the kind say or the Ghana abedum pempen so Ghana abedu enti nyakopon na ayi Nana Danko Kufuado say omra medical in na number 1 no ye de aba.
Okay.
Eti ni nyina mu no ye de nyame ase say the process ended up ajabo nya babedu say ye hu be obi aba beda.
Okay.
My last and final assertion to sir ayin say are we going to see rejected ballots because of the number na ye nya no? I ask him sebe.
All right, nane ya yanhwe omo ay disqualify omo no. Omo ay disqualify omo no se wo born it tofa na se omo de accuse himself forgery. I say obi signatory na obi assign. Ebi say nyame na me sign ye. Ebi say enye we. Yenim say wokoye sade and na criminal offense. Into obi a wo adwempo wo chim senka wo poman pani edi na on medi empo e na forgery e de bemu no safo ina e de na say yom
You OMORAW me that say Mesa Bemubium, I think said may follow proceedings in the course of the week, and it was one of the highlights of the week, particularly a fire Odike enye near your fire Odike enye the first time I'll try. Na ohwe se akoye adia sebio yanya dia edidi agro so be Ghana or my penny eya studie eya juma som kese. You are the first gentleman of the land. Na ye share adia se one of the things adia wa could be pen unim senya etie na enye signature baako to the point of about 10 signatures ya forge. Na mefa akonya we so na mabo electoral commission abaso say omo nya ne trasa na omo refer the matter to the CID division of the Ghana Police Service. Say omo hwehwem na asudie bi anasa asotwie bi a ewo ho ne yemfa ma sankrofo yi. And forgery is a criminal offense. Omo I had to say menu wo ho na okọ baby akoka se oye me anase me yewo na we ne dia dance se me na ade me na me kan ya na me na maye enti ayade a ewo se ye fan very serious na you treating it with such heavy-handed because forgery can change the fortunes of an individual.
Right. All right, and I have home soon. I'm DJ Mike. So Mike, me makwaba.
OMORAW mejoso.
Nampacho wapu mwe.
Nyame adom boko.
Mike, now what you send any ye din commodity afa 17 aspirants home. Electoral Commission aye hwehwemu de aba 12. Who feel say 12 no enough and I say no so do.
OMORAW mefa kwenye so achia no wetiefo nyina afiso mechia binia nene I hope say Canada honum boko. Na the woman say on say so funny last week me country and the size to say Virginia. Na ye compare presidential aspirants makumako 17 ya teso kra they say about 12 still credit also to me a does be brave. And then besides why all this it ever crazy na you only probably brave will be a competition say is it really say they are ready to serve the country or they are ready to milk the country? It's either say am I ready to milk the country and I say you see na they are amassing word. Because me who's such a country and the size is Virginia in America, one state be na aspirants America kura suka kraka kura me you pena see echo na Ghana makuma 12 and also too much 5 kranka still kedoso but who knows now we can say you nim omo intentional omo deba so my ready so and I say omo ankasa agenda omo deba electoral commission why are there so what TB so I'm number 5 because so over nipa bibrane gumna I mean we need obi a chimi de say chenye boyfriend ya pe mo but over omo keka any de omo ye na be to me and chese omo you ready say omo some of mine obi ti say Okuadonko I'm not picking on her
but so I qualify
that's what I'm talking about Okuadonko qualify ye nyina enim the vice the wako yi ni say o de no be no running meet adakabre
from Paul Manson okay FM
okay ye nyina enim no wa adom wako ha adentia ni nyina o see you find out the reason ntia wako fa adakabre na ba be the vice so huma is as a country to me I say we kind of joke see dia go be because country is serious by person any Malaysia and other countries compete pa I guess I grow for when I may imagine me say omba be okay don't kwaso we dia agro o ko ndisi kakra no ko anu na ma to say ne wo ho mom na ebi to say party ni bi on ma for all these years o ma ba ebi kra to kra munya 5 on just say compare o mu waste time and I don't know say scanner o mo je no percentage electoral commission they are say year a bit back. Me I come kwa geni say ketu am back. Because at the end of the day, come in zone menya says can no the gain popularity, no more waste your time. Enti na omo ba bebre e kam kwa kiem twa sokora manembra base 5
but se yentwa so manembra base 5 and I say who say electoral commission na enye na adwuma because I share electoral commission you look as if say you know the function na kwa say electoral machine so onhwe abato nko a but say emre da ho say so hwe ma political parties no so mutimi dimre bi so o hwe say omutimi ya to terror office e wo district bia but ya no ebisa won say political party ben some uyi NDC ni MPP everywhere political party ben na be hu the office say wo ho the only time abun say e ba be do abato a na ye fi ase aba na yakopeloto kiosk bi na yakwakọ rent ye nya ye inspection bi the next we no yen hu biom. It is a electoral commission if for senka or yen the jume ye naso or follow the functions now. I don't sanka mushroom you can say political parties in Yanka anywhere. Say ye gusu or 12 meaning say still our old problem.
Omoro me da say asem no nyina na waka no because said we share idea sa small parties nyina we hem kra ababe akabe 3 months ana omo sheda issue up on omo nyina wonte omo nka say o mind kwan and just like you said no electoral commissioner I think say omo lacking nyoma bi kakra apart from say elections nkwan nya no nkwan na adwuma ayi omo mandate me gidi say omo nyoma bebre also omo ye I mean training near the ade bebre I was ye dem omo on ana ultimate blame on bebre make say Ghana journalists and so can media no and so a problem because you putting the pan on their toes. For instance, sad you know ekoye nipa no be say be say or MPP and or NDC and whatever it is and one so tia konye questions also obusa no ontimi obusa sa questions no so America for the year just the debate here recently we hear Biden Trump at the lady or moderate adin was on zero bia
what compared to the
yes oh I remember I said the previous one there was another lady on also a host 2 year Trump can be meaning said that was the reason omo this time or no or can be no ni omo go back and forth or you straight catch a man the right information but as a Ghana and you journalist no almost I don't know say it's too much direction or whatever it is almost so almost as a president no say other candidates na as a almost the federal be question as obisa as omuza yentimi go straight so onum so be lusu na adwuma say I don't know eti nyoma o say catch electoral commission na oye no omutimi kan kire omo and electoral commission so afane say we dey just imagine 4 years so and you will be brought ma ko betima ye cross and election time no dru but omo relax ya unhu omo ka bia na mabonti unhu ade bi omo ye wa abonti until say aka few I mean months be am election aba sana bo say
resources
which is too bad. I think there is a timer I was say sasa your man say bia the omunim say they also omodin your faso but I think say Ghana ki akwanim because other countries your election yeah electoral commission see before omo come omo kobo omo so how come say yenko adibi kra ketwa ombetena no mabo say NDC for twekwa na we mo twekwa na abeye ho na di sim bibreba but come you straight and omo stay in their lane I kind also omo kan I don't think there's issues in abeba
nana yoka bibi say a forgery a criminal offense electoral commission so the ama CID
right.
Some year official say kwesi baby because last 4 years one more qualified this year no Akpalu ye disqualify no the same way ni bi Epia Donko ye disqualify no Ayarega ye disqualify no but Nana Kunedu Safunia ye disqualify for forgery but this time round no ya momo kwan so metimi qualify enti senke ye twimi twoma so a enka ombetimi ababium enti ni amo kikan ye betimi agisi bibi
omoro me da say emse nana ya kan sasem no on say na make say country na say ye di agro obi a ono oba be president so yetime yi na mana bande che say akakakra yotimi ye president na say of forgery e de na che say sanipa no obedi president a obema ne o ma ko smooth and then besides electoral commission I don't know say achechiro omo say go machi o we nyina o say ka omo prosecute omo right away e kedi ba kra e won record so ontimi kra san mabiem but here is the case omako ye bi na omaba ana me ka say ade ne bibi wom e o se ehwehwem bibi wom either say ska bi wom o munya frim eti na omko na omaba because ska ye jom kra nyi ska kitwo but omutimi nya ebi ni say okai obi okromba oni offices o babia loto kiosk bi ni wakwa penti ho ohun enkuko bu obi ni wa penti ho say nay no
the office
the office no say crack ye what 270 something constituency before crack 250 kroma ntimi nya e dey na che say say ye 250 no 275 no ombetimi nya enye possible it mean that come expecting say I was say electoral commission rules and I say laws be obia ye didi omo eni si ye jo say oh omafo me eja ye chomo enti ya disqualify omo I was say mo ye bibi anya hwekra enka omu ntueska bi na boy electoral process no na easy ni oma bad Ghana ye be kwa ba ni asaba
ya be see
ye be see cause work ni aye
nana yaw ma memra so
OMORAW, may I say?
yeah nana yaw yanhwe electoral commission yehu de bia ya say yehu ni won sin to anyway so we follow your electoral process your fourth republic since 1992 basis at bria who say transformation being sacred be about electoral commission nyuma imu ana
OMORAW, may I say? I think that Minya Mike Kasano or Bonema Biswa, I think that a very ehunhia semese sisubium. Ye yama yen crofo mo hwe abato so no. Omadwuma no ya kwakosi se ade a omo ya ne se abato beba so a na omakeka omo ho ana se omo beboa ma ya cheche electoral materials na ye de ato aba ana se ye voter register na omo ye na ye exhibition na nkofo ai but so ka so hwehwemu yie pa dia enema bebre wo ho no ma ye se ye nkofo ebi wo no ma omo ye na could you believe that one of the functions of electoral commission is was actually senkomo ye election be area information be gadan was something submit a report to influence policy making aso niema ya ye bosu ya omohu ehu ebi ne se forgery asema ye ka senkofo a omo ye sai senka out of 4 years ago yetimi gather as information submitted to parliament to kind of bring some sort of act to be into place so bi ko dis adwuma ya say ni anasa so twen wo hu ni enti anu nti ontimi ma megina biom ye saadi we na se ye to aba wi a na eno anu no ye da koto nchen. The number 2 things so sa wo me say I saw my research. Now, omutimi hu baby ankofo for demarcation and registering people. So uti tama ye registration mu ya when you be ba ye nkofu bi ye Ghana for nkofu bi nye Ghana for mu fi baby. Ni nyina part of electoral commission adwuma say ubehu say demarcation. Aha. Okay, yenya ni padodo say nti ye fa polling station ko ha yenye say eye proactive measures on betimi aye but they be omo twen amebedu abato mre no so ansana oma yesa nema we bi offices
no ebasa a polling station we na this way by onya sure say political parties in the create impression because electoral commission only in polling stations or but utie ebia maybe a onkofobia can say enya police station no na say hokra de any sa region ni mu any create a police station but political parties na ye create impression say enya bi wo meanwhile so say enya bi wo de na say call different region enti anyo mo no mo ma edwuma na ye de ma electoral commission
was say obia provided the opinion but these are the statutory body they ahode na ahye say wo adwuma ne say obe make sure say nipa bi e wa ha bia they can exercise their franchise But yes, me know ya drink. We do maybe a year opposition try say create some sort of environment, and again a systematic from
And your
the
opposition,
NDC.
both MPP and NDC.
That's what I'm saying. So share out from that perspective now. Opposition. So you see that they don't talk about these things until they are in opposition. And until that mechanism.
Okay. Menti o what kasa yiti o.
Yeah, until me camp ababiom ababesi DJ Mike assembly back biom to say I was say the name to akwan mu na number e bedrum baby no e betimi e de punishment a war you know so be koye say for junior ya say yes so na ye de mom na eboa ema yen kabi mama kabi no how do I call it ye betimi ayi sa osi akwan ni nyina fi mama aye akototin am I like straightforward instead of say baby dia and say I say who dia grow bisan because ye mama ekua don call say o share ekua don call the posture a crowd de kasa after ye balloting or say nyame kasa for the main reason say all ballot paper it's enough for her, and I think say we should move beyond that. We should move beyond say me ballot paper keke.
Right. That's what sets a record. That's an agenda. I don't know. Yes. The vision say we appeal. Yeah, ballot papers. And yami aduma baso intina say no. Mike, yenhwe ballot yeah balloting no. Position. Ebi da we. What say position? A play role or election mo.
OMORAW me da say baby make say ebi mo wa adwene say numbers a play role, but to me that's not important. You heard the independent jumbo be so compare previous a year NDC for quarter number 3 and on the year John 3:16. You could see saying that time say na MPP 4 I think say number 4 as a 5 and I know more that. But only we need 4.
Mike bacho me ba mame etie 4. Ballot no near odi kan our ballot paper no so na ado danko akufo ado our representative MPP. John Dramani Mahama NDC. Christian Kwabena Andrews gum also for Chirabosom. Ivan Kwabena Green Street CPP Ekuadonko Henry Etoso Enum 5 6 year Henry Herbert Latte 7 Hassan Hayariga 8 Percival Kofi Akpalu 8 number 9 David Pasra PNC. Number 10 Bridget Akosua Jogbenuku PPP. 11 Nanakunedu Ajimai Rollins NDP. And Alfred Kwame Esiedu Walker independent afituaso.
OMORAW said okay and I make say position needed to me and should I be more against us numbers. Obeka say 7 year perfect number. Ebinum the money to say Mahama eba krubi so ni device ni bako okoye nkrofo kotwa the car numbers omudi ye the other time kotwa more look at what happened omulusu basa just a chronic car machine na nya asem ketwa so it would when you say number when they we are I don't think say idea ebeboa. The most important thing anyway, Juma, maybe I think say record any a better and it doesn't matter say we are number 1, number 2. Said I'm can say NDC first started with John 3:16 because previous one number 3.
But I could force you the ASEO a 2000 ASEO.
Okay, now because say any Daviana a year Juma, Sassy on any number. The last number in a year. She says so on my basoro. On what change every I think say amount for arguing but media mean yes say and no pa e work ejina ejuma ye you see
your fans say why ye ejuma wo jimi this why ejuma
why ejuma
position bi wo ho let's face the facts no say e bia wo number 1 and I say oh I say
whatever it is
there be say your fans say the alpha and omega, first and the bottom. No, so why you juma pa na so company now all the year we are betting me juma the amawo ana.
Yes, the attention also, and I make us a numbers in here, but for instance, it make it easy for voters, no, Anna, or more candidates a boy because to say number one, MPP are number one, or catch will be so easy. With the number say, but I'll be sure if you're best 7 anyway more corner, adding just any ban on the pa so. Make us say, munya less privilege, omo intimacy down go school no. Ebi an the background we catch say bia e soro no man na say ase o de okwa ono okwa won hwehwe. Ye hwe nse krumu a foreigners wa omgo to aban. De animan say bia e blue and I say red. Ni bana djuma kra wa ye no on say dey. But ye decided that unim say okwa blue and I red na akoto. It is say president in Crawford kan obi kro ba unshi anida. Unim de otie bad.
Because of the colors.
Thank you. Or a blue or a red and one out
Republican.
The same thing anyway it's say easy money pan say oh MPP the number 1 NDC the number 2 it's your quarter say or picking number 1 is so easy say the bet show a easy mom and then besides media me say at this time no ni nyina gina adwuma nipa no why so yemfa say they say nipa 2 a ya pick o NDC ni MPP so ha obi anya 4 years Muhammad trying 4 years according to on the record. Nanado so be trying 4 years or that's all. They say Muhammad per second time. Nanado so so twice. It is a nipa mienu and a year way. So the obaye or ye juma the 1 year juma. And when I can say a gun of way. So her previously na there now man for the 2 aba oh we tietia oh we koko or ya brandy or no warfare any. But her is here dynamics and that's yemfasa anyoma enye ibiem. I quite remember your friend say Parko Simiseta nyame fan the crazy okoka asem ze obi yetietia look at the buy and look cry affect wo ko anka kra na ke the same way I'm gonna say ahase no ebeye adwuma nipa no be hwe ne omo ye for instance nipa the other number 3 na me hwe na yi gum party on say ebi ma dwen say oh oye sofo oye Christo ni nti okwa obebo at the same time ebi use ka say Omakohonum oil courage 10,000 consultation. And the consultation. It's in the consultation 10,000. Obedi president at the end of Beji. So
either say or the Sika Bema and answer or
thank you. And also be macho. Almost when you're ready, sir. So it's in the pandemic and your ma I think say Omunin never compare. Obi Okraswa or my system name. Yeah, it's in the Kwame. Down.
Hello, Asante.
Yellow first one.
Hello.
Yeah.
What was it?
What's your anchor? Hello.
Hello.
All right, Jina Sumai, why?
Yeah, it is said that I make and say a juma and a betray number and shut down a dear Cassibia. Say we are number 1, we are number 2. It makes it easier for them. But I think say a juma or my and Cassana betray no my.
Nana ya mame emra so na menko asante so eye say o hwe we na a slogan e ba no obi say you can say esro ho ebi say you can say for more to do more anyway say victory 2 for 2 sure anyway slogan ene enwom etime ewini election.
OMORAW me that say. Many DJ Mike Baye are doing this part as to say this very election a Baye Sonko our Ghana bakwasemu ninchechi mu ne say yenya amampanifo mienu a for the very first time omu nyina di ade pen na omu pese omu sa babio. The very first time you've had a very past president contesting a certain president to, carry on. Yenya bisa pen.
Liman.
Enti, me feel say, ye domu nyina betun sene so. Obia first 4 years. Nya otimi ye. na ɛyɛ yɛn mmabun anaasɛ temanmufoɔ no yɛnhwɛ sɛ ɔdwuma a wɔayɛ no nti yɛn mo makonya no mo nsa mmra bio mu anaa
Right.
metie aprɔbɔ a wɔkɔ na nsɛm a wɔka kyerɛ nkurɔfoɔ no na yɛn na mepɛ sɛ nkurɔfoɔ te aseɛ wɔ saa measurement a yɛde ma saa nkurɔfoɔ ni sɛ the NDC as a team wɔayɛ U10 wɔ nneɛma bi ho a ɛno nti no ɛma menya a little bit of a concern kakra. Enche ye kra usi sika ni hɔ a yɛde betua teacher training people usi sika ni hɔ enso ne de usi o wobeto aso free senior high in the very first part of it now say MPP ain't mean yet it's just a mantra and then there also about the very progressive. Enti obi shabo na oba beye na not doing the very first year of this current MPP government or say free SHS me shase kakra na maye to the point say yenya omo makọ sa 3 years arbitral exam awie now see yenyai na yemfama obi a no se enye yie but obi be ye de wo hu setimi ye yie etimi to aso aye eno na Ghana for ebegina so de ato aba.
Okay. Asante yamakwa aba.
Amara mejoso. Say be abako there.
Nyame de akyɛ me na wo nso
Na na dem be abako.
yo answer na meba so me fa akwenye so e de chia adofo ya sabra beka yensa eye echa prempem bi chia wo echa openi kuna do Uncle Sam Sam Ajiman Grace Ochre and kwabena kwabia osofo nana asante ye hwe electoral commission last week near Dinkomo near 17 aspirant or mate so at the about 12 and the year bisa say 12 and no so and I sign a din home commonia baby a ye drew say electoral commission one morning born at the same and go for so I disqual form no yes say forgery and in the bisa say forgery will be a person di o man penny na say the forgery at the boss abria na ne krakra ne sen nti ade na wo eka fa ho
Mama na wase na mencha otefo
etefo
na akopon se wa kan ho na wa cha ta kwa ba wote enu obi ara kwa oba nti itimi ko na ba no da nyame
right
na me tie man sana me first elipa 17 na actually about 12 no and that's the electoral commission that say, I mean, correct me if I'm wrong, but most of them were almost 5 normal criminals. They were all disqualified. And the cannot be a document, okay. To be on forge, be uncle bad, and will be a document, okay, and cast 17 another contest. A man in Remono would be if she be with me. Apply self-as contest for whatever. We took some quantity there. Now to meet all the requirements. And it does, but there's no way with me. I can't say more be any. But I think that most of these people now the contest now. It is just a joke. Most of them are a joke. They just get their face out there, get their names out there, align with other political parties. Now or more at their per contract because they know so well that Kenya presidential candidate come the contest and contest for just independent on the parliamentary seat and common winning. And what about the contesting for a whole presidency? It's most of them they are business people. they put money in there, try to get their face out there, try to make friends, and then onward, no, they will benefit from it business wise. You will do a cradonco, and then Mahama, a dresser, can concentrate the Africa, and Mahama, and some class assets. And that is politics for you. Most people play the game to win. It's not so much about the citizens, it's about themselves and what they can actually gain for themselves and their family. In the Nepal more contesting, they are allowed to contest, but it's up to the citizens to defend who is serious and who are we going to bank on. The Nepal radio or bar or between Abuai. If you are not any mic, I say, goom, troublesome. Or yes, of Impuna, Oko consultation saying original. Then or president say what is going to happen. I mean, if it will be honest, it will be anti-party there, OMORAW. I mean, it's what you make it. As far as OMORAW on your discourse form because of more 4G documents, we all know that in any serious country, these people should face the full rigors of the law. So, what 4G document? Then what else can you forge? So, Donald Trump and somebody are trying to tax me. People went back digging into all his finances, not just the taxes. And once you put yourself in the limelight, in the public face, now you open yourself to more scrutiny. And the easy RFA case with the idea, which is a good thing, but we all know that it might not go anywhere. And that is the sad part. Correct. And that is the sad part. The area CI before crap so almost etc. Some any manner from our point to say area MPs are buying everything in city now. Odike will run to them and plead for clemency. Somebody powerful in the Flagstaff House will step in and say, so, Mahama, the same thing will happen. That is the problem with our country as a whole. So, our Kotokobo, Kumasia, police need to be two, a boy brandy bill. The say, police need to be yes, suspended, obeying police, you call cry, or two to him, or fun of money. And that is the problem with us as Africans and as Ghanaians. The assembly, or said in the Panama Council, we go to Tuntuma Eguso, the men are near a curious to him, Mr. Mumunda and the Sherman, near Jano. But any civilized country will put you through the full rigors of the law to deter will be say, okay, with the Kekwana said you whisker, said the upper president said the crown, and it didn't go with the air. Nay, never tell Bobble. Never took a their ministry there, no quiet there, everything. And until we use some of these powerful people to make them and use them as a scapegoat. These things will keep going on and going on and going on. And see, I don't think that it's going to go anywhere. Say change here, we all praise the certain government at that time. We all praise the police department. But at this point, maybe I don't think that it's going to go anywhere. And quick thing on numbers, area, as just individuals say I talk about it. The because the numbers have no implication on the election.
Right.
But the political parties will think different because their strategies are almost a plan almost politics. And the strategies are almost a plan almost campaign. Mm-hmm. So let me read the article about Etukuno. And we all don't know how true that is. Okay, try to help NPP to get the number 4 to be number 4 on the ballot paper. If you think about it, a strategic way, he might be lying, he may be telling the truth, but we all know how this opposition party is making the job very hard for the EC. They are trying all they can to discredit them. But you say, no cry. And then the crowd fine. But in the crowd, we can all say, and I think most people can see in the number 4 now. What would they go do with the number 4? NPP is campaigning for 4 more for another to do more. So that number 4 there, and I say number 4 now, 4 more now open, and I want number 4 no, 18 can one no. So 18 can one no. Into numbers no may not have implication on the outcome of the election, but it helps when it comes to campaigning and quelling a campaign slogan. Oh, you see, an MP40, Omania number 1. Omania number 1. Into Omo Enabina number 1. Into first no ballot paper no. Or the Enua Ebina number 1 after the election. Into you replicate the number 1 on the ballot paper no into first position after the ballot papers are counted. And some NDC people are out there saying, okay, you know, number 2. That means that Mahama is coming for a second term. It might not have implications on the election itself, but election campaign and slogans are out. These numbers can help, and we all know that the more we slogan add them, the more it gets into people's heads. So a chrome ha, the baby in this car on what a year campaign over TV so. The baby in this campaign over TV so. So what they do is that they put their signs at every intersection. They'll be able to say, Gary Conway, a sign here, we sign into all driver, you see it, and once you see the picture, it gets embedded in your head. And you say, let's go to now all share ballot paper all shares to know you don't know anything about him. But it wants a bow. Not what you make you see. You cannot make out to know. But because it says, I draw a pictorial image into all picture and yet the amount. And the same thing happens when they keep talking about, you are number 2, 2 second term, number 2, 4 more fanana, number 1, the man number 1, I did money in the first. Into Ubiaqua, or number 1, make number 1 be and never father. Mammy, anything. Mammy, and Shasty, Mammy, and take care, and Mammy, Tom Prince, so, but, I think it says that is all fair and well, and you're good. So, but the most important thing that these political parties need to teach their followers is how to vote and how to fold the ballot papers. That's the most important thing.
Yeah.
And it looks like this, I haven't heard a lot of political parties that almost call for and also educated people. Because I've been in various polling stations there after year counting. But they think to be a big crowd. Kumasi Melku, Bremai Swami. Yeah, count ballot papers are still now more nana goes to because people put it in the short way instead of putting it along the line. Maybe a both man about cutting them. What you are putting it now a quarter and the family intelligent in kind. Now talking. That is the most important thing. 4 years 4 more for Nana, 4 years a so and now we're number 2. Maybe a way good no. Now what Chama for it this way, educate people. I think that is also be incorporated in their campaigns, no more campaign. I keep telling you guys that there's going to be an amazing election. It's either say one party is going to whitewash the other party and then disgrace them, and that is going to be keenly contested. But that's 44 more days. And
all right, that's it for Kwame Asante na Moten and Kano. DJ Mama Brown, so Infiasi Infusua na Yantuaso, caught Nigeria. Minims who follow Nigeria and SAS. I we special anti-robbery squad. Yatesa anti-robbery squad in 1992. Na it look as if 1992 Yatesa place we no. Na akwa say wonju medie no Nigeria for the first say esusu say wonju medie no omo nye ni ebi say omo de bokro no e de yes some search bi a search obi a oni warrant eto mo na che say enyema bebre na watch be mienu nie na sa we akoso minim so wa follow we hu senia ekoso social media then na waka fa ho.
Omoro me da say be honest, Nigeria for my follow kakra me follow that much. It we need more information on what is going on, actually going on. Me who the way I did it, but I would say that what yes keep my nanamo
Nana so we follow SAS na idea na wo e de kan fa ho.
You're wrong, me that say. Senior okay, yeah. SAS na nye ade a efiti ya ne by a group be a PFE make say the Nigeria Police Force nima under the State Criminal Investigation and Intelligence Department. I trying to akan SCIID Nigeria. Na stack abako some say senior okay in 1992 and a P by. Na omo hihye ni bi na say omo nyina so at that point ne say yente sa kui na omo moye ho ban fi armed robbery, car snatching, kidnapping, and I say your friend cattle wrestling na a ha nkrofo a war Nigeria and a mass ade by na eba kakra ye ni no temamufuo na omo Nigeria no e de atudwa se juma dia this unit of the police force edino the sebe niema ede ahohihia ba temamfo ne so ebi na obobo odin no say sexual assault on women and I say a mema sebe ebi kura se wo ye uti na wo da uti kaka na yehu a ye de usuna timi bu aten ka se udi dwumasom bi ntano ntino ye tutu botom ye hwe se uye bibi a emfa wanya no ye bi a yetimo de okokotum na ayakayaka dia eni wo se ye de manipa yetimi de ma na ayade a ama yenwanum yakwa hohihia mu for the last little bit I say asori ye pa ma nia anyenti a na yehu nia yehu na nhwehwemu kakra me ye ana say I can kind kakra ma ye na kire say aye abrante bia na oba so ye musician na otene car mu driving a Lexus nkofo stop no na omoji Lexus infinity nti eno ho exchanges and will be recorded here and put it on social media na call a kakra 2017 almost as years how ye chiri but in social media he said yintwa sa part of the unity mu na so omo ye ya ekodu baby ese omunya echidom na yetimi a disband this group no omo enya vote bebre ntine sa na ekonkon ho from 2017 it's a brand dey see nkofo so mu call social media no and amrante ne say no ye ma ade nto aso nkobro na nkofo ye die nya che nti for this reason no aban enu sa ekuo no na entimi emwa Nigeria from because ehunu anadoso in a nutshell and so kind ne SCC bana sebinya asefem na me de meka se me srenya kupon banbo ne ayi se adjubre emra ewo ho esan se if you look at the population of Nigeria about 50% of the Nigeria population is youth. The domination of a youth now 50% under the age of 35 inti idea I was say incessantly baseni ebema the youth which is the future of the country enya hutoso ewo bambo mu say yenti ku bi say yemfa metata yemmabu no ayewo acronym na now share videos bi ne ekona I'm picking it from two angles. Omutimi bo modern tro nema enum edekoma aban no ensesa omu here. Number 1, omu yonuma na ya chiom because of protesting ya chiom no. Omu si yenyao. Number 2, almost say aban no emu no kra emu sas no kra na before ansana ye de omo call another division of the police no yenyo adwimu hwehwem yemo psychological treatment ansana ye integrate them into a different department of the police and almost answer more 10 days say on better say and some more can and sisan esi esan say na me shase in 2017 eye ne kasa and eguso wo ha ama abesi and 2020 aye ka ho asemi it is a wohwemu a na nanka nema nanka omu bisa no it's not out of range enya de ebro so nanso ne atumi wo no ene ye mpanifo no bi adwen ene mabu enko bankrum ntino enkrofo bi fa emra ne hye omonsem obi anka oye kire me can say peaceful demonstration ye de nsu ehye nsu hye gu omoso ye de tear gas etu gu bi mu so even to the point say ye shutu ebi mu na ya wo mu ne say it was caught on camera ya hu ewo wiase mansan nyina se ye ku nkrofo nanso no obi ampese obegi atum say any ade a ekoso and minim say the first piece of reconciliation se bibi ekoso o mamu na say opese adjubremra ni edi kan ba ko ne say ye begi atum say niema na ekoso no enye afana nyina there has to be that acceptance say adi de enye ansana ya hyase say okay yenye hu nsiesie yen Nigeria mampani abekasa wachre ne e wo se omoye the other angle as say ya ye me hu kakra ne say ye hu looting so ya ba the protest name say na hyase no I don't know say if you allow me to go to that extent but I think say yen so bu Kev kakra akoba bi fufura eno so yanhwe yi a eno so betime the different dynamics aba eye oye kira eko so ewo Nigeria nim Ghana mampani abekasa ECOWAS abekasa ye bom pai say adjubre beba na ye nwanu because ye see eninya na ehunu enya
okay Kwame mame emra also Kwame wo ye can say osreni na eba in terms of security wo hwe Nigeria eba Boko Haram dia etiti Nigeria pa is it because of the leadership no na entimi am pick intelligence entem ensinye ma bi ho kwan na mana koduru mpempenso yi na bebi akoduru no edie na ebetumi esi akire
Well, on the Nigeria, almost situations they are not any different. How they handle things and how they look at things they are not any different because they think that they are so powerful, and most of the times the politicians we say it's the Ghanaian politicians. Most Ghanaian politicians are bad. They are crooks. They are corrupt, but they come nowhere close to how Nigerian politicians are. In Tiana, most of the time, they try to use intimidation and force to control their people. So, and like Nana said, this thing started in 2017. 2017. It's just like all they compare a Kruma protester, of course, I was trying to do so. That's
right.
Yeah, among for the protester, people are getting hurt, people are getting killed by the day. It just didn't start this year. The idea it went on over and over again, and it drew level where it drew Kruma. Into this NSAS not started back in 2017, and it went out a little bit. But don't forget that what happened in 2017 was still somewhere in the back of people's mind. Into this was just like a trigger.
Okay.
2017 they protest. 2017 at some point they had 28 million tweets of NSAR. Hashtag no. What's this hashtag or Twitter 2017 was 28 million times tweeted NSAR, into which was very, very, very dear to their heart. But what brought this year's one, just October 3rd, we recorded a video. Yana, SARS squad no, SARS no, almost Ajubika, Ebony too, are they protecting us or are they actually, because one thing is that, so Obi could take you in a car or now, not only in any uniform, you know that this person might be a criminal.
Right.
And you are not even going to stop. But Obia, or you're fully dressed in a police uniform, police tactical uniform, now you will show respect and you will stop. You will not suspect them that they are going to do that to you. And that is what happened on the 3rd. And when the person posted the video, it brought a lot of anger and people started protesting about it. Instead of the tell his people, to tell his police department, say, okay, they are protesting about it, is that right? Ghana, I'm not supposed to protest that they are a June 4, MPP 4, NDC 4, policy 10 times, Uncle Boy, Imani 4, they all protest. But what do the police people do? They follow them and protect them. It is their right. But the Nigerian police department decided to say, because they're protesting against the police department, they are also going to attack them in a way. But let's not forget that they are not occupying war, not they are going to try to defend ourselves, and that is what is happening. That is why looting is coming in, because people think that okay, and it's not right. I'm not in no way, shape, or form condoning that what they are doing is right. But one thing is that when you push people so much, they are going to try to hit you where it actually hurts. And see, why don't we destroy stuff? Why don't we loot people? Which is not right. But the thing is that is the only way the government will stop what they are doing and try to listen. And that is why they are doing that. There's a lot of people, a lot of musicians, Tiwa Savage, Charles, DJ Spinall, all these people have joined this crusade saying, enough is enough. Let's stop this. Why can't we dissolve this part of the police department and restructure it? The Chroma there, police department then belongs to a county or a city. FBI, the other federal departments, almost any for government. But everything else belongs to the city, the state, or the county. And so they can control them better. But in Africa, they are all federalized. And it's up to the federal government to tell them, say, okay, let's dissolve this, let's dissolve. But I'm not able to more when Buhari was quiet about it. Why are you not addressing your people? You will cook for the coronavirus by every Sunday, not every other Sunday. He came up with a recorded video telling people where we've reached and what we are doing. And then all year to help the people. Sometimes lack of information actually force people to do stupid stuff. Buhari could have talked to his people, tell them that we are working on it. You can protest, but please don't destroy things. This is what is going to happen. But I'm out for Eka, Kaso Nano. Buhari was still doing Buhari. And we all know Buhari, on phobia, he does what he wants to do. What he thinks is better for him. Happen. And that is why all the outrage got to this level. And it was sad when most people outside the country was saying, outside Africa was saying, why can't we put an end to this? And most African governments were not even speaking against it. When it got to a point, Nigerian football players, there's one player at Manchester United, almost striker, Igalo. He made a video. About this 2 days ago. After Manchester for Equation PSG, He made a video standing on the field there. The government needs to do something. Most Nigerian players are talking about it. Say, if this thing doesn't stop and the government don't address this issue, they should forget about inviting them to the next national assignment because they are not coming.
And
that is one thing that government should do. And most people were talking about Akufo not saying anything. Now I said Akufo, yes, he did, but he did after a lot of people said something about it. For reasons best known to him, he probably didn't have all the information. That is why he didn't want to speak about it. But he did speak when the time was right. But personally, I think he should have at least said something earlier. Because the Notre Dame building, yeah, it's a tomb. And it's my our Franco, and it's my and a coup for the SND condolence at the mouth.
My you Kakawaha. So France Diana a different story. France Diana a different story. And yet and Tokwana say be the AC between two women. A Jan Ashe. A man for pressure, they might Kufuadon so yeah, ECOWAS chairman. Chairman soon to mean sorry, na onka say, ese omutimi, Emma Asian Yehunia Persia Becca. And he said, Oshaya, according to diplomatic policy, no. Omo enya when we an ECOWAS commission, no, and you are not chairman the issue. O we and on Wanga side, and Sana or no bit me commenting was a president individual way, our representing Ghana. I'm
not talking about him being ECOWAS chairman. I'm talking about being the leader of one of the biggest economy in Africa, or one of the biggest countries, one of the respected countries in Africa.
But ECOWAS,
I don't care about
the organs.
He came out and issued his own statement.
Exactly.
So why couldn't he?
On to me, because according to diplomatic policy, no, as I said, the organs with groups na one taking decision and sana obiasa follow African leaders will be no comment here after say ECOWAS AU any other way issue and sana omunyina comment.
Okay. I mean that is how you look at it, but other people look at it differently. And I think that he should have come out earlier to say something about it. Because apart from say we are ECOWAS chairman, we are whatever, you are still a human being, you are still African, you are still a leader of a country. And see, that one thing is that you shouldn't wait. Say, okay, I'm waiting for ECOWAS to meet. So, OMORAW, do you want to tell me, say, if Akufo has said, we are following what is going in Nigeria, and you bring a statement, something in that regard, was it be against ECOWAS or AU policies?
Then I will take decision. Then I will take a decision and sign the main organ now, woman.
No,
the big
what I'm saying, you can say, there's a lot of ways that you can say something. Yeah, he knows. Akufo is a lawyer.
And I want to foreign affairs and a diplomacy policy. And on all this so. And it was a big deal.
If he wanted to comment about that particular issue, without breaking the diplomatic rules, he could have, but he chose not to. And like I said, that is best to him. That is best known to him, the reason why he did not do it. And that is him.
All right. Asante home so masamba osubium. DJ Mike my memory so they say when your picture no. But me problem is say it look as if say a DNA a high say bia your problem. Me force say bia the solution and say about dialogue. Na ya tenas ni ayi but yen konko sai niema o man no ejapade yen sai no na yɛsɛe ne wie a yɛasan de pressure ɛde ato aban so sɛ sisi yɛhia saa nneɛma wei.
Amara medase asɛm a wokan ayɛ te sɛ ɔba ɔne ne kunu wɔ fie na ne bo afu ɔpagya tv a na ɔde ahwe wo ɔpagya system a na ɔde ahwe wo at the end of the day wobɛkɔ ne yɛyi akan drama anaasɛ ɛyi na ɔte obi dam na ɔhwɛ bi ne werɛ fi sɛ adeɛ no a wɔsɛe no no aka ɔma abufuo ne baafom a nka wɔmbɛtumi awɔke on. Just like you said no, I don't know, for some reason say Africa mami kan say third world countries I say ɛno na ɛyɛ problem sɛ BBC pɛ ɛgye sɛ yɛbɛtena se ne agyɔgyɔ no yɛadwene sɛ yɛnsɛe adeɛ na ɛno na ɛbɛyɛ. At the end of the day yɛn saa nneɛma no kora mbɔkora deɛ ɔwɔ no kora ɛnso yɛn ne yɛsa akɔsɛe no na sɛ deɛ wɔka yɛde pressure ɛma aban no sɛ ɔnsan bɛyɛ adeɛ no. Meanwhile deɛ ɔwɔ hɔ no yɛdi kan asɛe no meanwhile kɛman no wɔ hɔ a kɛbi a kɛbɛtumi so ayɛ foforɔ but ne akɔ say no. In this case, the can say it's kind of difficult say we to figure out say I didn't BBA just say the answer. Mostly so new very important am I no and then you say no. I just don't understand. Anna said the Kwame can because a baby your leaders no so a problem kakra. As I didn't be on my ye train money answer. Was a akoko so hwete and man obi out to Mrs. Sebio. So for instance, he said Buhari ye only president of the country. It was a kono kasa and tama kibete key effect ama diabenina ama. But otana hoye no I say we saw her no check we saw her and I no I say because obi a direction omoko. Secondly, about to say Kufuor as a president of Ghana and I say ECOWAS no. Or no to me make a decision right away because I was on your insight as Anna with me Canadian. And then besides, second one ECOWAS chairman crying and go to my Canadian straight away. But or a chairman on to me can be just like that. Also on your briefing. No one near my ECOWAS with me a Canadian. Demeka almost say this case no, your leaders no sometimes you too slow. And you might be one was say act quick. Anna, yamfa adwuma ne mo so omo ye no ase ade ne ye ama omo ba ye so yasa asom ene atwinti omo kro omo hu de omo ye so omo ko omo ni so omo ba omo chi nti obi anhu se oh me na so me active ane ye gya ade na mana da wa to se e ba se de Kwame kan se football e be kan ne ade na ka do time o se ko omo kasa quick na yetimi solve that problem no ba omo tena so twentwen so ama de ebesi esiwie afi na omo be gina no ma be Mancroft Yako, Omo Befru Mefrim, Omo be prepra, a CAV. It is on my Yako, somewhere down, the Abyssinian, and yes, CAV. On MY, into Yako and Nimino. I was so almost taking diseases, I knew money be bar, or so much quick. And I mean, I didn't have no problem to crowd who said, me said who echo as ne a you nay, me said a whom for Sovia. I said I was a man, me who ye. Because as a body the BBC because you come to me active fast but about a crown on board the latest I don't know say financial problem and I say power no money say a be also to me epic the security personnel need be free other countries and more me stand by the BBC yeah the my coin for so and now BBC I don't know plans was on me because say koba BBC aba as if say omo rest country bi ene ebenye ne nipa anase ye hwede o mekanti di omo kan krombo e sere anya effective akufo ado te Ghana ana ono o kan adwene eti ono power ben pa no wo se omo ya timi akon for se bibi aka bi akekoba se AU anase ECOWAS no omo security personnel e wo ba bi a asete omo side BBC akometima work in straight ba we say just about a dialogue je transe ni ekofa bi efra yekoyewe asande timi aba nti I think say way forward in there also more restructure new money na etimi akoyenim
nana ya mame emra also nana ya wo hwe obia wo hwe ye constitution obia wo mra e wo ho kwan say otimi demonstration sa wo hwe ne ekoso a ene ebia minim say bi wa follow pusa onya sure say e ba ni si ana politicians ne de omo ho agim wo hu say ase ye she binum kutupa say monya ni amoye
OMORAW me da se asemi se wo kan ite besini kunua haban tase no banyansa fom se wo kan na wo hu ne kan yi a na eno so de asem foforo aba Many minyanum ya adwin wo niema ne bi ho. Na o question a obisa say eye politician bi be share chire. Media me fa na fi say yen hwe the betterment of Nigeria as a whole. Yen kan hu say in our sub region, no do so pa. They have the human capital. Enti so wo hwe diplomacy mu na wo hwe senior niema we ekoso na wo kana your mind na wo kana wan kan ye the effect it can have on your bilateral relationship with Nigeria no, is also at stake. It's na I was here share na ye can year into the delay in the president to respond in Senana and BJ Mike can I saw intel and making sure so you understand what is on the ground and son what me are commenting very vital to some of these things. And yemi one OMORAW to your question say ebi mu di ehye now, so oh fuck chire padia. Now you can say ENSA situation. It started, back 3 years ago, 2017. Very few and penifobina. Yeah, they call Senate. Someone back, the disbandment, omo jitum, ne bimu anyan tumuno. Minka say, omo anomo ejitum ne share na yes, sir. But so share the actions of these people are near almost clean and say a hunahuna ados. Menye sure say a party and I say a mebuning no yes idea when it belongs to just one party or one faction of the Nigerian people. It is the masses that are speaking. Yes, more tete and dodo. Intimi and to laptop and come down from chain. Mintimi and chika beer a little bit, on the upper side. Yes, Hannah, not a day or share oppression. Utie Ghana, we resist any oppression. Me feel say politician do a chill cry. It will not be the driving force behind the who say no. Bread union bread. They have gone through a lot, and at this point, they want to be heard. Na send me Masante kind so pushy nipa na okodu ba bi na se oni ba bia kwa ne aka ne se ono so beko aba na nima na se he will defend him or herself, and that is where we are as at this point. Me share niema ekokoso niema se no ne ade na eno na meka se ye ma adwubre mra isan se aban ye me ene wo, it's the taxpayers money. And as I name we ye dear, it is a saying in there. Kai who say, or china, minu me and I betia. Now, oh, champagne phone so among my own a tray of one share. Say, I share and can't amage brama. Send a misha se mekayano. Nigeria, or maybe a omodos ye pa. They will almost or more teagu. Baby, the effect is going to be felt in neighboring countries. Sebe. I saw no a different thing. Nti OMORAW make say so be cry. It's not the driving force. I think say a minimum na see so tower ponchenia or war, and that is what we are seeing as at this time. Your best say you no ombe or yachere na ombe no abojoso in a peaceful manner. Na ne omuhia no omufan tuja na aban no so nti omo asopem na ni nyina enko yi ema menu mienu ene Nigeria fo nyina.
All right, Asante, my member also na memfem we will sa discussion we so still we will security. So na bidi kan wo aso edwumanim. Yenim senior Boko Haram etete Nigeria. Sa wo hwe ye de tabodi ato Nigeria so because of Boko Haram. International communities in Ubiaini Nigeria because of Boko Haram. Na Sania Ekoso Ekona Ochimi Nui near Ekosui. Any threat and farma Nigeria and any other African countries.
I don't think it's the a threat to most African countries. If it was something different situation like Nigeria is camp. If say area protest was against another African country, neighboring countries, not any money there. So South Africa for no more other Africans come on. Those kinds not are threat to most nations. But we know it's just internal. It's just that Black Lives Matter over here and Tifa over here doing their own demonstrations and stuff. And I don't think it's a threat to other African nations. But what I think and what I'm scared of gives Boko Haram and other terrorist groups in Nigeria an upper hand to infiltrate in this campaign and cause more damage. That is the thing that I'm afraid of. Because right now, the police forces, the military, they are all focusing on this protest now. The protest is growing by the day. It's getting bigger. And once they focus on all that, I take more attention from looking at other stuff, from looking at other things I also more pay attention to. So that can help the other terrorist groups, Boko Haram and the other people, to also gain more supporters, more forces, and do what they want to do. Right now, the police is fighting against their own people, heading people, killing people. From what I read, one police officer died through this protest. And if the police strike back and strike hard and people get better, Boko Haram is powerful and it will look more attractive to these youth when they try to pitch their ideas to the youth. Okay, look at what the police is doing to you. If you guys join us, we have all the forces that we need. We have all the weapons that we need to fight against the government. And that is where the threat is. The threat is against Nigeria as a country and the Nigerian government. But now we start protesting our political undertones. I will not be surprised. I will not be surprised to our political undertones because it started in 2017. Right now, most people don't like war. And why don't we
take advantage?
Intensify this protest. Let's keep it going. Let's forward the protest. Not protest any case. Not amount for who's a boy requirement. He don't have the best interest of the people at heart. And in doing so, when it comes, then people will vote against him. So let's make him unpopular. So Russia, that is the same thing. Yeah, Donald Trump and then call for Black Lives Matter and all those other protests now they are being pushed and they are being sponsored by the opposition party to make him unpopular. So when it comes to election, he will lose. And I won't be surprised if there's political undertones in this protest now across Nigeria. I won't be surprised. But from where I sit, I won't be able to say that if there is or there is not. But I will not be surprised if there's political undertones.
All right, it's for Kwame Asante na we can. Yeah, the Nigerian common call Ebanewie, call your last topic. I know the Electoral Commission, Ghana election, yeah, Sanko Yechikakra. Omampeni that does about 7 December, no. I know, and you had your best a flawed election result be atum. Mike, my main fear so. By say a flawed nasa uwinia and obeji atum.
Okay, OMORAW, medasi. This thing na emi kakra. But here when he saying any akra for the election Muhammad Eka Hwasem. Also NDC Fabia Muhammad one easy already say on Jintum say Ekobasa. But when he saying on June Okase Omo disagree with the electoral commission voters register Omo compiling no more against, but later on Omo turning around esan be boy say ombe boa ma omato the same person na no o kase o accept ade a ekoso no 2 Haruna Idrisu ono so ye minority leader ono so aka the same thing so Mahama ankasa asan be kase yemblemu electoral commissions in case of any BBC yemblemu no just so many instances and we make these allegations and all that so the young say a preparation towards Sebia obelusu intina almost this kind of warnings Sebia ombesa and that's intentional electoral commission is AABB. These are the things that we need to look at. But me who say the same person or kasa or massa instance in the same person some years ago no a president or so ebe can say any penjai easy emani ye juma eti now which is which a honam what problem kakra so we are president no usi yenja no mani ye juma ejuma omo yen and I say is it because say any pana e wo ho no assistant the chairperson assistant enti na all kasa na and also or prepare any pana adwene say oluzua or accept it. That's one thing because the main problem right now say Argentina acquire NDC and I say one party and omonko e kasa but here is the case MPP for en kasa assembly is it because is everything okay with them intina omo kasa and I say the Mahama so can almost support to electoral commission intina omo kasa but to me who say it's too early say go be make that comment no e can say ko twen ma de no ye de hihye so wie and I say a ben answer so ohra no oye the to all of a sudden ana okate the to no say anomalies be ekoso nti ye say omoba number rectify meanwhile obi I former president only much about this process nti die be na be kan say onjai the to okon say oba aba be hwe aka anya biam ni so o nipa bebre otiko no ne asiedu nketia ne wenum nyina onma nko metima handle that issue no onu jan ne de ne running mate esu jan ne de a omoba so what is going on Misha Muanma ase and you are complicated kakra because on the other hand wow kasiyenya isi no emani ne juma we independent body another breath and so say kase the omeya more accept it is it preparation say at the end course na nko we who agree and at the way osi one no me edu bia na me yem sese kakra say asono me yenu ko a enwura ni nua e wokwayim no enenya asem so che koba se wampene a hwan ne hwan na ebenya sa problem no ono ankasa
already one of our party we say enya de omoko kotombe hate streets.
That's what I'm saying. So say ekoba sa ono ne man na ifo enfa no mbe wo ana kufu ado so ma ema me ginam se ombe yes ade no let's just say timamufo no ana omo ba be kire wo in this case no de me hu ni say I was say oja asasem nika our National Peace Council so mutimi woni omo nyina na omo woni electoral commission so se bibi o no omo ya enko ya omo mani nye straight so me share omo koyi numbers a omo de beto aban so utie otuko no comment bia no make you on ma it look like say omo a prepare omo mind say the easy ni be
because we are all can say bias we no o share process obi a hwade bi normal
so like
the first way no omo eto aba no okwakoyi ni ahwe ndi obedi kan kwakoyi the position no and then ma MPP kwakoyi the fourth way no inti na say MPP na the fourth way party obekwakoyi den obekwakoyi ekuadon ko na den eyi number 1 ti ono kwakoyi we
eti in this case me dem manusi no omoro the American say I was a president why a commander in chief da eti unim sa process we nyina eti de na onan sisunti a o kasa asem no so and besides sa chaos ne wa be bra akoso no aka me na me pan say ko bi o fra be na so wa formal yinde say president ni kra nya wo hwe a wo more ideas unim de ba akosi bia ti so utimi ma tangible answers bi anase solution bi a ye de be so wo nyina ba wonye ya no ba be ka say menyintu Esa all prepare nipa ne mind. Say bibi ba omo nyintum. Eti in this case no say nana kai no akoya besipani kunia ba ba say omienu nyina omo hwe say electoral commission be ma bibia da honom air transparent. No munya sembianka. Now no so enjoy say warnings na all man because I say one is free only NDC minority leader obeshe we anyway omo nko aside and the free ba why it's media no
nana yawo say wohwe nia attack ekọ electoral commission am say udi kan na wuti ho ye betime de afra eye leak tape pie eye samofoso ampofo say yemfa yisu to the cleaners yendi na temi attack no since then no Sausha Esiadun Kita even Wakako Peke forms anyway, because a baby a beshia UCBA. I say, yeah, the mom a strategy, and I say, using them on a home day.
Yeah, OMORAW, me that say. I think say you've nailed it. A strategy in politics. It can be said it's a dirty game, and obiane ne hyehyɛ a ɔyɛ ebi yɛ ekwan bi so ne saa sɛ ɔde ehu ɛbɛhyɛ the referee ne mu na sɛbi ɔbɛbɔ abɛn ne koraa pepere na ɔbɛdwe ho mienu ansa na wayɛ nneɛma bi nti it's some of the strategy me kanama ka kosi sɛn ɛne na ɔtwe the former vice president the quote be I'll make you say I anticipate chaos on election day. That is the phrase quotation. Me no ka say that piece FM online. I'm me share source baby. I want you seminar maker. Na ninche mo adema any bi ne say Jim Manson led electoral commission has failed to build consensus needed for credible election. It's only be share asema na ye yewura ofuswampo for kan na say the alleged tape what that bontina these are some of the attack I dey call easy so ama create some sort of a mindset and kofobi trimu say no say electoral commission is in bed with the ruling party to help them to win the election ebiom nso o say yebeko akwaku hu say obi wo ha ne din wom obi a police station we asesa no ne ade it could be part of the reason dia ohun say chaos beba enuti na ye exhibition of voters register say no obi akwakohwe ne din na wo hu ba bia udin apie na baton menu do a watimi akwakoto aba mesrema ka say ye former president John Dramani Mahama na nsem kan bi no ayakoye boachi bidin niema ni bia emfa abotoyem emma niema ni bia ede ehu eba niema ni bia ede ebetimi di wantwi aba enu ti no yeni oman bia ye man ne Ghana se ebeye yo enye yo ejina yensem kan CCA during about home reno any about tonechi and a betray. Eti mint me nim free mu say the strategy of the league tape is not being put into use. But nipa na okokan na semi jina court CCA eti ene nkofo bi we kira on be acte ohwe ne mo kan ni nyina ebi na ACC the sessionist group things are happening. The attack on the EC is happening. And then yes, you come be or China kidnapping be baby. To the extent say even MPs are dying. Ama afa baby aba say there is insecurity in the country. Buying bot 70 saying ni nyina yehu ni bia they abehye timam for all in the name of say to make the government unpopular. Me kama besi say senya DJ Mike kan sasum ne asum enu kan eko a form no it's the ground that surface any nua na ewu mu no yeni baby ayeko Ghana ne yeman I will ask humbly say the former president the futufo bi ɛne nkurɔfoɔ bi a wɔbɛɛ wɔn no sɛ afutuo bi wɔ hɔnom a yɛde bɛkɔ mu sɛnea yɛn nsɛnkaeɛ no ɛde abotɔyɔ mu bɛba a mɛsrɛ sɛ this is the time that we need to kind of act ɛma ne nyɛ ansa na akɔyɛ mehuya anka meda ase.
Asante, yɛnhwɛ with electoral commission. I don't know, says I follow a electoral process this year. Unyini say sieka a year, election year, and yamaya transparency pa nanka ebe afiwe and our adwin for free.
No, and no. Ruling party they can't, but the opposition party will bet to differ. And that is the case every election year. 4 years ago, MPP had the same issue with the sitting electoral commissioner. And it looks as if after Mr. Aferijan issues, every particular issue the opposition have a bone to pick with the issue. Charles Osei went through the same thing. Yeah, people accuse her. So NBC for better than America Hamano or Texas, Virginia, and a whole lot of allegations. Who knows? It may be true, it may not be true. And the ruling party can say that it has been transparent, but the opposition party will probably say something different. And brutalizing the eyes of the beholder, so that will be amount for Canada.
Make in terms of Sawoshe a year registration here a course every day be the number of true mudi our constituency be any the na edi about regional about national edi beto edwa nti at the end of the year meti akra na me wo the number of eden I register no I make a cambo I make me who the number we na eden true mudi.
Don't you also think that that is a good good way to look at it? Because yes, we all saw how they updated the person in our register, the person in our ACO, which was great. It was transparent that way. But don't you think the trust and after the allegations surrounding this particular registration also calls for that? Because every year, the election year, every registration, at the other position parties, the smaller ones, some might end up arguing about it and all that stuff, but this year was big. We all know that this year was out of control. NDC making allegations after allegations. They're trying to rig the election. That is why they are taking people out of their registration. That's why they're trying to do new registration. Now biometric machines want some about. So I think that was the main reason why they updated us, which was great, and it made it more transparent. But that doesn't change the fact that the opposition party still thinks that there's something going on, and they are allowed to think that way because
because of Ghana, maybe electoral commission beating me regular election, the political party be.
It is not the job of the electoral commission. No electoral commission can rig election for a party.
Right.
This it takes a lot of work because the electoral commission, you can't ballot papers our polling station there be for our representative NDC phone call for CDP or Gum Bewo, if you don't cover now, Obia tell it, Edia Copman call for a moment to account. Into numbers, usually it will match, and I say about just 5 different. The best way to make election these days is through the media, and that is what NDC is doing. So what shall NDC keep talking about they think the election is going to get rigged. And when that happens, I'm not going to accept it. this is the fact. So, oh yes, sir, you cast doubt on the trial process. It is a one now because the election was rigged. People know that you started talking about it months ago. But one thing I want to make clear is that Ghana is the type of country it is going to take a lot of energy and resources and a lot of and stupidity on some people's part for actually to get on the path of civil war. I don't see that happening.
Right.
So, the people are not going to fall for it because the whole 10th election and the name of some part of the country, was in chaos, but it will never develop into the point to say because those tribes now or more adults one, if they join into these things, it can actually start a don't fall for those kind of things.
Okay.
And it's going to the whole country. Right now, the whole country, everybody is so smart to the point that they all know that Mahama will say this, Akufo-Addo will say this, but whenever they win power, it is them, their government, and their people. And what is the sense in fighting and dying for them?
Right.
When we say, Obi political party and call for air contokwa, make them an example. I want to pick registration. I didn't even call for them. Call for you. Do you think say na I didn't even about the bush and you? I'm preaching. None in call for people are wising up and people are being smart.
Okay.
So if you come here, never know. If you come here, all the polls are saying say Joe Biden is leading by 50-something%, whilst you kind of saying Trump is trailing by 40-something%. I was talking to one guy, Trump and very, very high somewhere in the ladder in Virginia, our politics now. And what he told me, he said, from Trump camp, what they think, and they say, almost got a regulation. Almost these people are trying to steal the election. Because if they say he's leading, sending your mail-in vote. Let's say mail-in vote means I can't vote. Let's say, okay, really, yeah. It is going to be hard for Trump and his party to argue, say, no, you guys did not win. Because he said, months ago, all the polls that are buying was showing, say, Joe Biden and Kamala Harris were leading the path. So how are you telling us that you won? And so right now, you cannot rig elections by just electoral commission of the party.
All right.
It has to be a collective effort with the media and everybody. Into OMORAW, then they can. It is not easy. Mahama can say whatever he wants. NDC, my people, NDC can say whatever they want. But at the end of the day, what the Ghanaian people want is what they want. If they say the NDC have won, they have won. If they say the MPP have won, they have won. The only way is to do what happened in 2012, go to court. Nobody's going to fight.
That's it. DJ Mike, my memo just will be enough wrap up now. OBB can.
OMORAW, me that say. I'm say the Americans say I can't be brave. The Americans say your coalition, you both America and Ghana. I'm on for more money in the hole. Now you're careful. Say the Eddie can. I mean, candidates now. Obi no more BBC or Denny Babeba. Bia no more BBC or Denny Babeba. It's Yama now. Debbie also a here for Mano and a bre. Ye be ni akwachi o mabegum ni etubi ani na ebi pra ensem bebre it what I was saying say omomo mani na ho na obi anye de be the country first and very important.
Nana yao
OMORAW. Yeah, me that's it. Nya edi wie no sena meka no ye country ne ye ba akopɛ enti no nya mesense adwobre beba na yɛmpanifo no so behu ɔmo nsenkan mu yie na enkofa wanhwi bia amfa mba ɛyɛ abato yɛ da yɛ nimu sɛnea yɛ ka no ehiafo mai na sasɛmba a yɛho bɛkyerɛ It's a photo so bema and mabu for and say a mau be mamma bibi kakra bi mfa nhyɛ obotom na eni na chi nkonkoye ade a emfa asundue emma nea me de betwa to kwakra me de ayi Yakobema your former also president flight lieutenant Jerry Rawlings say the name ame akọ mame krabie na isan dem ekoso nti didn't gain popularity and I say and to me I can discussion but I saw some videos circulating at modern mame no a very good I would say befitting barrier in the forecourt of the state house nti the chairman on in abusuan for na Yamin show modern na nea omahwebiano or show mo anam where I say
it's here for a year nana yaw ene na motene kan yedi enkomo bebre edefa a Ghana abato ho a ballot position na obi abeda wo ballot papers na so sanso ene yedi enkomo defa Nigeria ye ekoso wo Nigeria na mefa akwenye yi da mada adofui ase Uncle Sam Ajiman Grace Ochre Kwabena Kwabia Charity Donko Sylvester Boahen obi bi otie yen ehwe yen e wo YouTube any baby a ha na yedi adwumadi ani si nyame ya adom na adom bedu ye na Yesu ama da sene ye besan Asia makram
Obi boko obi abo Obipa nyamu nyina tide nhwire anapa ya na mu afefe odo enyimra na ya atsewato Obazi nyami ashisho biara nezamano Wamye